Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Season 4 finale of the Motorsport Manager Underdog Challenge. You see that right? This episode we are finally running the Phoenix GP, which is the last race of this season. So far we've been doing pretty well. As you can see, we're in 5th currently, provisionally, only 3 points behind Esperid GP. So there may be some moves we can make in this last race. Then there is the McNeil Racing Team right behind us with about an 8-point gap. This will be their home race, so of course they'll be trying to get another win. As you can see, they've had one so far this season. That's probably where the bulk of their points have come from. That should be about 10 out of 18 points. So they'll probably try and extend that, but of course we desperately want to keep at least that 5th spot, and if we could get 4th, that would be very nice. But let's see. In Phoenix, top speed will be important, high speed corners and acceleration is useful as well. Doesn't look like it'll rain, but we said that last race and I think it might have rained for a bit. No, it didn't, I don't think. We have softs and mediums, tire wear will be low, so definitely some things we can do. Laps will actually be 43, that is very long. So a long race ahead of us. By the way, I apologize if my voice cuts out or I have to mute my microphone. Hay fever season is upon us. So I'm having terrible allergies. But yeah, I wanted to get an episode out anyway. So I'll just try and make do. Boryswowski, yeah, his car is at minus 90%. That's because he decided to have an inner embrace with the wall. He crashed last race. Unfortunately, I don't think he would have gotten us any points, but I would have liked to go maybe for the fastest lap. It wasn't meant to be. But Tulipano, on the other hand, got us a podium, got 3rd. Brought him up to 21 points overall, so he did very well there, to be honest. And that was good enough for me anyway. Let's see, let's talk about Boryswowski's crash. Where does the fault lie? This one cost him morale for sure. This one will make the mechanics relationship worse, I guess. And if I do this one, probably Darren Luff, the chairman, will hate us a little bit more. This is making him a little pissed off. 20%, that is actually quite a lot. Oof. I thought that would be less. I forgot how punishing that one was, but it's okay. 20% is nothing too bad. We also definitely still have choices to make in regards to, are we going to be extending these two gentlemen? I think we'll wait on that till the very end of their contract. We have some time still, but we definitely have to do something like that. If we were to renew them, I think they'd want sort of equal salaries to what they already have, maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher, whatever. I'm definitely thinking of keeping Tulipano around. He has proven to just be very good. He's also the reigning European Racing Series champion. Can't just bench a champion. And then we have Wachowski, who I'm not too sure about, to be honest. And I'm still considering getting rid of him, but it would have to be for someone who's either a lot better than him, but also somehow still cheap. So I don't know if that's going to be possible. Or someone that's just way more marketable, very cheap, but also a decent enough driver to maybe get some points still, even if we give him a good enough car. Because next season we are definitely going to try and be competitive with our car. So we'll see. That inner embrace with the wall didn't do Wachowski's ribs any good, as he has a cracked one now. Like I said last episode, I think that means we'll probably swap him out for Farah, get an extra, what was it, 200,000 or 300,000 from his bonus as a pay driver. And it's not like Wachowski is fighting for much anyway, so I'm okay with that. We got Winston here, all scouted. I forgot we had him buttered up. He gets his marketability probably isn't that great. Also, he's greedy, which is annoying. He wants every newly designed part. First lap heroes are right. OCD is kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know about. Well, he could be interesting, Winston here. Let's see, what are you? His wages are important to him. That probably means he wants something like this at minimum. Maybe this, if we give him everything else that he wants. I don't know about that. I think with Tulipano we already have a high paid driver that has good smoothness and everything else that we will need to be winning races, hopefully next season. I'm not sure about also involving Winston in that. He'll be quite expensive compared to Verhovsky. And he's gonna lose, what is it? 20 marketability still. So he'll be at 75, which is not great. We'll see. I'm not sure. For now, let's just keep on going. Car repair finished. Yeah, like I said, we don't have too much to do anymore. We're not going to be making new parts because, as you can see, 2 days before the race is when the final performance upgrades are going to come in for the 2 parts that we still wanted. Excuse me. We'll probably then also still do this front wing if we have time. Every other part, yeah, the rear wing is going to get spec parted, so it doesn't matter. Brakes are good. Engine is good. Yeah, only the front wing still needs a little bit of work, but we'll do that once these are done. And then, yeah, we should be fine. All right, 1 offer available for a race bonus sponsor. That is pretty terrible. Probably not going to take that, but we'll see. These ones, we're just letting them expire because they're just not good enough. I would rather wait and hopefully get a better one. Yeah, then just take crappy ones just because we have to. This is pretty good. For 6 races or 5 races. I don't think there's... It's funny because this one is... Yeah, it's 5-star and this one is 4-star. But the 4-star is just objectively better, I think. Because you can earn 100,000 more with root. But you already get 500,000 more from Moose, so it sort of equals out in terms of money. The only advantage is that root is only for 5 races, so you get to earlier take another sponsor deal. But I think I'm very happy to just take Vamoose. 1.5 mil, very nice little bonus. We're probably going to actually try and go for 3rd, but we might also just try and get the 1st bonus. We'll see next season how our car shapes up. Let's see. You are horrible. Nope. Reliability is done, and you are also horrible. Oh, you're not... For the European Racing Series, you'd be alright, but your smoothness is garbage. Alright. Rio de Janeiro in the World Motorsport Championship. Fun times. Yeah, this just makes for a very easy episode for me, at least at the start. Because there's nothing to do in terms of building parts or doing much else, preparing for the race even. Obviously, we're going to try to do as well as we can, but, well, it's not in our hands anymore. Sponsors are complaining, what? More scouting reports. Vaanen, I think we've been racing against her for quite a while now. She has 7 marketability, so definitely not something we're interested in. We're doing better than our original target. Musa, how are you doing? Ooh, horrible. Yeah, 43 lap race. It is rather short laps, but still 43 laps is a lot. We're gonna have to do some calculating what we're taking there. We could do a lot of stops and pick softs, or we could do only a few stops and pick medium, but we'll have to see. You're very happy about our team's marketability. Great. Our sponsors have been rather disappointed with the hospitality you've put on this season. In fact, we're getting a little bit of a bad reputation, and it's making us seem rather less attractive to major companies. Could you get one of the drivers to put in a few appearances over the race weekend to impress the sponsors? Normally, this would be an insanely good event if we had a team marketability that wasn't that high. But ours is already at 100%. The plus 30 does nothing for us. We also don't want Tulipano to lose morale. And we don't want to pay 500,000. So option 3 is already out of the question. Team marketability minus 30 is actually also atrocious. We definitely don't want that to happen either. So let's just buy them some champagne. 100,000 is a no-brainer. It even turns into 95,000 with our bonus. And I don't mind that at all. All right. I think the factory stuff, yeah, you are now idle. Means we can start working a little bit on the last part. I don't care too much about how good this suspension will be. It wasn't the wing, by the way, that we needed to upgrade. It was the suspension, actually. But it was our 2nd suspension, so it doesn't matter too much. It's just going to be the suspension that Verhovsky will use in the 2nd grade car, let's say. We're probably not going to finish this because 20 days after the race is not something where we can still work on the parts. I think in a few days it'll already shut off. But that is also why we focus first on this epic one, just so it would be done and as high as possible, because this 585 is now what we're going to be using next season. And this one won't be. So we'll see. All right. Yeah, we're going to leave Fovsky at home. I'm cool with that. Let's just take Farah, get a little bit more money. And with Tulipano, we'll try to actually get a good result, as always. What are we taking? Maybe something like this? Might have to be a little bit more conservative during qualifying if we do this. No, this should still be okay. Because at most we'll do like, what, 3 stints of mediums and we'll use 1 during practice. And we're going to use all our softs anyway during qualifying, so I think this either way is fine. You're unsure about your car, I don't really care. What's your morale? Yeah, you're fine. Don't know why you're so unsure about the car. Is there anything we can do about that? Nope. Nope. Okay, well that's strange. What if we give you a better part? Do you care? No. Okay, I don't know why he just doesn't care at all. It's kind of weird. But guess it doesn't matter too much. Is there any other parts we're going to use? Probably not. I guess we can give you this one. It's a little bit of a better reliability. We might as well. Alright. Looks good. Let's get into it. To the US of A. Yeah, the very fun NASCAR track. I love this one. Just a very cool design to incorporate NASCAR into it. But probably doesn't make for the most exciting race if you... I don't know. How easy would it be to overtake on this for a Formula 1 car? Put both our drivers in, and we'll definitely... Well, actually, what will we do is the question. Let's see, Tulipano, you're the most important, of course. You have 11 laps on the soft and 15 on the mediums. It's not that warm, it's kind of average. I don't know. Because we needed to do what? 43 laps? Let's say that we do 15. That's 3 stints, so that's a 2-stop potentially. For Tulipano. If we do soft, we'd have to do a 3-stopper. I think we'll make it with the fuel that we get for Tulipano. The problem is we'll get outpaced quite heavily. I do like the idea of only a 2-stop though. Because it doesn't look like it'll rain. I think we might do a 2-stopper. I think I'm okay with that. That means they're both going to practice on the mediums. This will not be good for Farah probably, because he won't actually be able to do a 2-stop, even on just mediums. Right? Like, yeah, that's 39. That's not going to work for him, but... That's okay. He doesn't matter too much anyway. He's just there for fun. He gets to race. He should just be happy about that, to be honest. Put you in the corner. There you go. And off we go. As always. Send out. Send you out. And let's do this as fast as we can. We get a little bit of fuel. Oh, okay. This is just the setup where we're just doing NASCAR. Okay. Interesting. Accidentally sent Farah out for 2 laps instead of 1. Yeah, that's fun. We're just doing NASCAR, I guess. That's gonna be dull to watch. I'm sorry if any Americans are watching this that really love NASCAR, but I can't say I've ever really watched it, so I guess I wouldn't know if it's really exciting, but yeah, this isn't the most riveting gameplay, at least I'd say. Come on, Farah, get in there. There you go. Yeah, at least it'll make watching for us very easy. You just go watch them go round and around and around. You're okay, so let's put you like there. And for the handling, definitely need to bring your speed balance back where it was. Let's do something like this maybe. See if we can get an excellent. And out you go. It is quite a long pit street, but not that bad actually, so... Not sure if doing a two-stopper here actually makes that much sense, but well, we'll try anyway. You're now on good. I think, yeah, I'm fine with this. 89% is all good in my book. How are you doing? You're great, great, great. Perfect. Let's send you out then for quite a while as well. Until we get the tier 3 as always, and then we'll bring him in. Do a little bit of practicing on the soft. Then we should be fine. Yep, there you go. Maybe one more lap. Should be okay now. Let's bring him in. Yep, there you go. Alright, let's have them practice now for qualifying and on the softs, just so we get a little bit of a bonus during qualifying. Same for you. There you go. And on the softs. Yeah, in hindsight, I didn't need to bring so many softs, I suppose, since we're going to do the medium strat, but you never know. We'd need more softs if we were going to use that strategy, and 3 should be fine for Tulipano anyway. For Farah, we'll probably do a mix, like 3 medium, 1 soft, or 2 medium, 1 soft. I'm not sure. We'll see. Tulipano, honestly, is setting some pretty decent laps, just on his soft. Why are you getting in already? Go up. Go, have fun. Do more NASCAR laps. There you go. Get us more practice. I guess it's because they're only doing 3 laps on qualifying pace. Fair enough. Alright. Might actually get tier 3 also on the softs in qualifying. That'd be fun. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Tier 3 on everything. I guess the short track really helps with that, but... That's nice. Alright. That gives us a nice little bonus also for qualifying, even though we didn't really expect it. Let's make use of that. So yeah, soft tires we'll definitely use. Qualifying trim we'll definitely use. No point in any of these other ones. And send you out like this. Take the qualifying as always, just because I want to make use of any potential rain if it does happen. If it doesn't, also completely fine, but would be a nice little bonus. Like we showed a few races back, it can really get you some good results. In this case, it's not going to, because we're just getting dry weather for everyone, but yeah. Alright. Set up some times. 42 is already 1.7 slower than Vidal. Unfortunate, but not unexpected. We have a lot of soft, so let's send them out again. Have another try. Give you some fresh tires. And do we want to do it for you? Probably, yeah. Because we're just going to give you a few medium runs as well, most likely. So, that's okay. And out you go. Let's see what you can do. Oh, you did improve, but not by much. 0.3 improvement. Farah is... you are not going to be finishing good at all. I'm gonna send Tulipano out probably one more time, just because, again, he doesn't need these softs. So we might as well try. Farah... why not? I know we're using up a lot of softs here, but... that's okay by me. No improvement. A little improvement. But not much. Unfortunately. Well, we managed to retain 13th place, most likely. Yep. And 20th for Farah. Not unexpected. I don't expect anything of him, to be honest, this race. Not even fastest lap or anything else. He's just there to have fun. And earn us some money. Wolfowski is dealing with that cracked rib. And that's okay. Not a big deal. What are we picking then for the actual race? I think we'll take the medium tire performance boost. We won't be doing the fuel economy. Definitely not because it's Farah, but even if it was Tulipano, I don't think we would. We could, if we had gone for the stop strategy, would do like, what, 3 to 4 stops, then I could have taken Risk Taker. Now, with only 2 stops, I don't think it's necessary. We'll just take the mediums and the race trim. And that should be good enough. Why are you starting on soft? What? Put on the mediums, fools. You're doing 13 laps at most. You're doing... What is it? 15, yeah. So that should be fine. We can definitely burn fuel quite aggressively, right? We have 18 times 3. So that is more than enough. We have 3 laps worth to spare per stint, at least for Tulipano, and even more for Farah. So perfectly fine on that side. And we're definitely going to need to be running a little bit aggressively with our fuel, just to make up for the obviously horrible tires that we'll be running on in terms of performance. Looks like we got decently off the line with Tulipano, immediately getting a spot ahead of the Wool, who is on soft, so I wouldn't expect that. And I'm just gonna put this to higher speed because, well, there isn't any cool moves or anything to be done. This might be one of the dullest tracks you can possibly think of. I don't want to push these tires too hard, so I think what we'll do is something like this for both of these guys. Yeah, I think that's fine. We might even need to conserve a little bit. We already spent like, what, 11% of our medium tire? That's definitely not what we wanted out of this. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have even put it to red to begin with, to be honest. That was very costly. You're already at 80%. I don't think I need to space them much because it doesn't really matter. Already there's a gap between the tires and they're not making it to the end of their fuel anyway, so it's kind of perfectly fine. Yeah, this is... Oof. I imagine it's a lot more fun if you have a bunch of beers and you're sitting in the stands, but... Sheesh. What a track. We have all these cool like twists and turns and curves and sweet spots for overtakes and whatever, and instead we're just doing this round and around and around. Well, let's focus then on the strategy at least. We've done 6 laps so far, about to be having done 6. We want to be doing 15, right, with Tulipano, and you're already at 58, so I think we need to actually start conserving a little bit on our tires. Don't particularly care for Farah's, to be honest. We have some space to work with him since we're going to be doing more stint. I'm okay with him just doing whatever. Let's see how much we can conserve before the heat starts to get to Tulipano's tires, but let's have a look. How is the team championship looking? Looks like McNeil so far isn't in the points. Neither is Esperi, but obviously neither are we. Kruger is looking like they might get +2, but that doesn't really do anything for them, I think. Yeah, they're far ahead of Garuda, but also far below us. So that doesn't matter either. How long can we make these mediums last? Probably till 5%, I think. So that is quite a while still. We're already 9 laps in, so we should be fine to make it, to be honest. I think we can go back to medium now. You're starting to struggle a little bit with your tire wear, that's perfectly fine. Don't really care. Yeah, first people are now going into the pits. That puts us up way ahead for a little bit, but obviously not for long. We're gonna stay out as long as possible, perfectly fine with that. And I didn't want to burn too much of our engine. Or the reliability on our engine so early on. So I know that we're basically stopping with quite some excess. What are we doing with you? Are we conserving for one more round, or do we just go into pits now? I think we go into pits now. Yeah, I didn't want to burn through too much of the reliability on our engine, so that's why we're just doing orange. But we'll see how we hold up. I think we'll just refuel to the max, though we don't really need to. Because your tires last for about, what was it? 13 laps. That means at most we'll need, what, 15? I guess that's okay. We don't want to overfuel. It'll make our car slower and also take longer to do the refueling to begin with. We're definitely going to just bring you in now. I want to do a little bit more of conserving, maybe. We've done 12 laps. We need to do 3 more, actually. Is that going to be possible? Could be, but might be a bit tight. 2 more laps. Yeah, it should be fine, but might hit the cliff way at the end. We've almost lapped Farah, our own driver. Obviously, we are one of the few people still needing to pit, but that is really funny to me. We haven't hit our cliff, right? Yeah, you're just insanely much faster. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way we've hit the cliff already. All right, we need to bring the temperature up a little, though. We're going to be hitting our... We just lapped Farah. That's really funny. Yeah, we need to bring it up a little. Well, we'll just leave it like that. That's okay. And let's bring you in now. Probably second set of mediums, like we said. Do we just fuel you to the max? Can we keep the rating? Yeah, okay, perfect. Get a roundup bonus. I think we just fueled to the max because we used almost everything up right there, so... Did I do something wrong? It said something about tires. I don't think I switched tires, so... Yeah, that's good. Alright. See how that does. You're at 10% now. Should be fine. Yeah. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, now we get in. Get to lap someone else. Maybe still before... Nope. Okay, you're just ramming through him. Cool. Alright. Not looking too bad so far for Tulipano. He's obviously going to get overtaken by quite a few people, but that's okay. We ran your tires a little too aggressively, probably, but do we care? I don't think so. Alright, you've done all the refueling you can. Perfect. Start pushing you a little bit again. Probably not the tires this time. Definitely not the red, at least. And we are now exactly where we started off with, again in 15th. But that's okay. Obviously, we're trying to fight the people that are doing a separate strategy from us. So that's the people on softs. And hopefully our 2-stop will make sense by that time, but might not at all. We'll see. We're getting lapped now by first, actually. That's interesting. He's gonna have to pit much sooner than us, though. So that's okay. Yeah, what a strange... I don't know. I guess I'm not American, so I don't really get the sport, but... Sheesh. How are you doing? Fine. Oh, someone just crashed. Virtual safety car. At a really awkward timing for us, because we can't really do anything with that. It's only for 48 seconds. By the time we get here, it'll probably be like 12 seconds left, maybe. I don't think this does much for us, to be honest. I would have brought Farah in probably if he was like here, but this is still more than a lap left for Tulipano, or a half a lap. I just don't think this that yeah, we're still super fresh. I don't think this does anything for us. Yeah, by the time he gets to the pits, like there's 7 seconds left. Farah definitely can't do anything with this, so I think we're just gonna accept this and I'll start pushing immediately again. And that's okay. Doesn't matter too much. It just gets us 1 spot higher because Costa, yeah, he crashed, right? So that's perfectly fine. Apparently you overtook someone. Don't even know who, but good for you. It shows like the crazy gaps that immediately get there. Like in a normal track, it doesn't quickly go to 90 seconds unless you're like fixing parts. But over here, like the top speed matters so much that like people with better engines just blow out. Like even us with our engine is marginally better than Fire, right? Like Tulipano has a better engine, sure, but not by that much than Farah, and he's already what, like 35 seconds ahead. Like they're doing the same strategy, nothing changed. That is really interesting to see, actually. Alright, let's keep on pushing. We're overtaking some people again, but obviously they're doing their second stint, so they will get back at us quite soon again. 5 laps left till we can do our last stint. So we can probably start pushing a little bit more, maybe on the engine and on the... maybe not on the tires for now. You're gonna need to get in soon. Can probably do 2 laps more. Ooh, another crash on Margate, who was right behind us, so that's good for Tulipano at least. He was definitely like provisionally ahead of us. But no pit stops or anything, so doesn't matter too much. Or no safety car. I think we'll just get you in now, because then you can probably do 2 stints on the soft. 18, 9. Yeah, that's how it works out, sort of. Can we do 1 more? Yeah, you can do 1 more. That's okay. Let's do 1 more and then we bring him in. Alright. We'll run your engine a little bit aggressively. We're over halfway into the race, so that should be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. That's your final lap. Now we're gonna bring you in. Probably leave you on green, I guess. You have 6% left, that should be fine. 18 laps remaining, that means 17 by the time we get back. Leaves you 1 little spot of time. Do we actually just refuel you now and let you run out with that? That means next time we wouldn't have to refuel at all, which saves you like the base cost of refueling, which is nice. Because if you, like, even if you refuel 1 lap, it costs quite a bit, right? Like, 0 laps adds, of course, 0 seconds. If you add 1, all of a sudden it goes from 2 to 3. So you get like a 2 second, you know, of like putting the hose into the gas can or whatever. So, it's only a 2 second save. Not sure that matters, to be honest. I mean, it does matter, but not for Farah. He's already in 17, so I guess it doesn't matter. I think we'll just give you whatever's just enough to last your stint. So that's 9 times 1.1. Probably just give you 10, rounded up. Gives you a nice short pit stop now, and also another one when you get out there again. Don't think you'll be hitting your cliff. Should be okay. Yep. And in you go. Perfect. Alright, you're in 5th right now, but not for long, probably. We want to push you a little bit back now. That engine is going down quite hard. No, you cannot make it to the end of the race. That's perfectly fine. That's the whole point. We'll probably do you like this. That's okay again. Just so we don't have too much overhead. Don't need to look at Farah too much. Just when he needs to pit 1 more time. So far, Tulipano, honestly, kind of holding out like a trooper. There's definitely some people behind us that probably don't need to pit anymore. I don't think you guys will need to pit. But honestly, not too bad. You're fighting Kanjuro, but these guys definitely still need to pit. But so do we, so not too sure that's gonna end up mattering. Definitely doing 1 more lap, I think. But maybe that's just it, honestly. That's 14 laps remaining. I'm kind of good with that. Because we're doing mediums anyway. Let's just go hard on this. Try and defend this position a little bit. Honestly, just do this then. Yeah, go right past him. Nice. And then we'll bring you in. We'll do your last medium stint. Put you at... what do we need? If we're gonna do a little bit of red, maybe. We could use 16. And I don't think it matters much for our estimated pit end time. We do have a little bit of engine to work with, so let's give him 16. That gives us a little bit of extra fuel if we need it. And if we don't, well, also okay, of course. Alright, you lose your spot, of course, due to that. You're gonna lose quite a few. I barely didn't manage to stop him, although that didn't actually matter. Alright, so we're gonna put you on yellow-orange for now. Probably near the end of the race, we'll look at our engine and see if we're gonna use more red. And how are you doing? Probably gonna get lapped by Tulipano soon. Interesting. So you are, yeah, you do have soft, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's okay. Alright, some people still coming in for pits, so that is really good for Tulipano, but not sure these guys will still have to pit. They might have to, depending on how they run their... Yeah, they're on yellow, so... Not sure. Okay, we're getting lapped by Vidal, who is doing great. Oh, no, that's not even Vidal. That was number 3, Navarro. Alright. Interesting. Laps remaining. These guys might be in a little bit of trouble, especially Ingledew, but probably not. Don't feel too threatened by Romeo over there. He definitely still needs to pit. So that's all good. Yeah, doing fine. Alright, you're gonna need to pit soon-ish. Probably one more lap, and then we'll bring you in. 9 laps remaining, but I think number 1... Where is number 1 even? Oh, there you are. I don't think that counts for Farah, but he has been lapped already, so it does matter. You have a 2.3. You are not enjoying your time out there in the ring. All you need to do is, like, slightly turn the steering wheel. Come on, buddy. You're alright. I think we'll just bring you in now. It says 8 remaining, but I feel like it might be 9. For Farah, it depends. Well, he did get lapped, so I guess that 1 lap would go off for him. Let's give him 10 to be sure. Should be okay. And there you go. Yeah, that should be okay. In you go. On some new fresh tires, and yeah, this should be fine. Let's leave them on yellow orange. Your engine is kind of fine. Kind of feel like doing this for a little while. Maybe even start pushing those tires a tiny bit. We still have 60%, so. On the other hand, we're what? Like 8 seconds behind Monroe. Is this really gonna matter? Not too sure. Let's do this for now. And I'm not sure about pushing. Wait, what happened to you? Now we're only 2 seconds behind. Oh, maybe because he got blue flagged. He probably had to slow down. Sucks for you, buddy. That means we're gonna attack. Yeah, I'm okay with the percentage on that engine. Plus we can attack Monroe, which would be fun. A little bit of exciting. Wheel-to-wheel battle over here. Yeah, there you go. Took the inside. There's only 1 corner to take the inside in, but it's fun anyway. Let's be a little bit careful with our tires still. We do need them to last for a little while at least. And it says 4 laps remaining, but we did get lapped already. So why are we getting blue flagged? Because you're getting overtaken now. Okay, interesting. It had 4 laps remaining, right? But we are a full lap behind Navarro. I guess it should still only be 4 laps for us as well, because when we cross the finish, that should be fine. So I think we're okay to keep running red. Hopefully. We'll have to see. But we're on lap 39, not 40 like the number 1. So who are we getting attacked by? Not by Monroe, but number 18. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you're coming into the pits. Alright, then let's not worry about that. Let's conserve our resources a little bit. Because here, see, like it also now says that we don't have enough fuel anymore. I think that's a lie. But let's be sure of that. Because I don't think anyone behind us is going to challenge us within 2 laps still. Like that's a 4-second gap. I know he's on way better tires, but that should be okay either way, I think. Do we need to start conserving fuel? I'm really not sure. Like it says final lap, but is that actually happening? I'm not sure. Either way, I don't really care about 7th or 6th. I don't think it does anything for our champion. No, it doesn't do anything in the constructors. I'm okay with this. Go to speed, Larson. You're fine. I do care about this though. Go away. I want my sponsor objective. Sheesh. Leave. Leave. Finish. Come on. Yeah, okay, yeah. It did cut a lap off for us because we got lapped. Okay, fair enough. Good then. We managed to keep Ingledew away. I don't think we would have kept Larson ahead even if I switched to red, so perfectly fine with this. We lose out on, what is it, 1 point. That's okay. We could do worse than that. We got our sponsor objective. Very happy with that. Obviously, Farah doing Farah things. Didn't expect too much out of him, to be honest. Your form went from a 2.2 to a 7.2. I don't know what you did at the end there, but good for you. Yeah, kind of expected him to get dead last, so getting 17th, even with 2 crashes, isn't too bad. I think our strategy worked out for us, honestly. I think the people that had to do like 3 stops generally were worse off than us. Even Monroe here had to do 4. That definitely cost him a fight with us. But he just mistimed his tires. Everyone else, well, kind of did a bit better. There's obviously also people that did 3 stops and just blew us out of the water, but I think those were the guys with way better cars. So that's fine. Yeah, no points for us because we got 7th, but above the sponsor objective, so that's a neat little 300,000 that we make. And in the end, yeah, we finished 5th. I don't think there was much for us to do there with Esprit being so far ahead of us. I don't think we would have gotten above them, but we managed to keep 5th away from McNeil, so definitely happy about that. And that is above what we wanted to do, despite us focusing pretty much entirely on next season's car. So definitely not unhappy about that at all. Yeah, that's just really nice. All right. Plus fun for Farah to also have gotten a race. I do honestly like giving the reserve drivers occasionally a race. We did the same with, what was that Frenchman's name? I don't remember, but he did quite well for us in season 2, I believe. So yeah, just really fun to also give them like a little bit of driving. Plus it just looks cool with his sunglasses. Yeah, all right. Kovsky probably going to heal soon. We'll see whether he has already driven his last race for us. I'm honestly not sure. I'm still debating on what to do with him. Off camera, I'll just be looking at all the options and then we'll see. But I think so far this has been a very good season. Boa Esperanza, they are the driver champions with, what's his name? Iker Vidal. And they're probably also, yeah, the team champions, because the first place gives you so many points. If he won with the most points, he probably also won the team championship. So that makes sense. That gained them 31 million, which is quite a severe chunk of the pot. That might be annoying for us. I'm not sure what we're gonna get then. What was the entire prize pool? 250? Yeah, so he gets a little bit more than 10%. Oh, we're probably gonna get something like 25, 26, 27. We're kind of in the middle, so if we're lucky... Oh wait, what am I doing? We're probably gonna get like 21, and if we're lucky, we just get 10%, and the lower teams get punished, but I'm not sure about that. So at least a good chunk of money is waiting for us, that is for sure, and we'll definitely be using it to upgrade our car. For next season, we want to be challenging, so that is definitely going to happen. I think just a very good season. At the start, I was a little bit worried whether we would be able to stay up. In hindsight, that was completely unfounded. We got 26 points in total, more than enough to survive. We are way ahead of the bottom 3 at least. And we even gave a good fight to Esprit in 4th. All in all, just a good season. We definitely ended up well with our car. Our engine is still at the very end of the season looking like it'll be in 1st. Same for the gearbox, and actually the suspension here near the end also almost got the 1st, so that's probably a 2nd place. And even the other 2 parts, not too bad, you know. This is like what, 4th and 6th maybe, or 5th and 6th, I don't know. But honestly, this is looking like a really solid car for next season, especially the engine and the gearbox will be super helpful for us. I'm very happy about that. Right now it says we're in 8th and 7th, but that's just because we're not using our illegal good parts, of course. So yeah, we should be in fighting shape next season. Very excited about that. Definitely be raking in some more cash with sponsor objectives and whatnot. Hopefully also do better in the qualifying. And yeah, then the next goal is, of course, to go into the World Motorsport Championship. And it's looking like that is at least a possibility for Season 5. So very excited. I hope you enjoyed this season. I very much did. Thank you so much for sticking with all of this. It's now what, like 42, 43 episodes. That's a lot of Motorsport Manager. So I'm very happy to see like just a solid bunch of you every week, every 2 episodes every week. Tuning in, liking the videos, leaving fun comments, teaching me about the game as well. Above all, I really hope that this entire series so far has helped you in your Motorsport Underdog Challenge. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching as always. And I'll see you in Season 5. See ya!